The rookies have arrived. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So the rookie minicamp has finally arrived and concluded last week on May 6th and May 7th. And we were able to see a glimpse of some of the rookies that we drafted, along with a bunch of other players that got signed for tryouts or undrafted free agents. So if you look over here, this is the Green Bay Packers roster for the rookie minicamp that occurred last week. We had 51 players in total, 11 of them being the draft picks, 14 undrafted free agents, and 18 tryout players. The tryout players are there to pretty much fill out the roster so they can get some drills in. So to sum up what occurred during the minicamp, some of the highlights: Christian Watson did have a couple of good plays. He had a nice route versus Gaines. A lot of the balls that were shown on the clips look like they were either behind the receiver or they just weren't there. They couldn't catch him in stride. But back to the Christian Watson catch. He had a ball that was thrown to him versus Gaines that was very late and underthrown, but he was able to go up and still catch it over Gaines, so that's actually good to see. He also had another opportunity where there was a tight window and he made a jumping attempt at the catch, but he was unable to get it. Throughout this mini camp, Watson, I believe, had about 3 drops. Now, take it with a grain of salt, because like I said, a lot of the passes were either behind or they were difficult catches for them to make. So yes, I would like to see them to make the difficult catches, especially when pads aren't on, but it is mini camp. They probably haven't done football in a while, and I know this might be a stretch, but Jamar Chase struggled for the entire off season in catching the ball, and that dude's a stud. So there's also a collection of very short clips of the players making some plays of what they were able to show out. None of the actual like 7-on-7s or 11-on-11s, because those are barred from being filmed and displayed, but on the simple practice drills, they do have a couple of clips shown. So we do have a few Christian Watson ones. He's over there on the top. Oh, that's a good catch away from his body. As you can see, he kind of had to do a full, what is that, the two, he almost had to do a full 360 just to catch that ball. Ball is behind him. Note that a lot of the throws are made by either like Matt LaFleur or the coaches, or some of these tryout quarterbacks. This one looks like it was made from number 13, so that was a little high and away. And on this one, we have a simple deep post route. It was a little low, but good catch. He is quick. He's definitely gonna have DB scared of his speed. All right. As you can see, once again, a little high, but he was able to make catch. He should make that catch. It's still within the frame. Ooh, dude is fast. Once again, behind him, as you can see right here, that is Matt LaFleur throwing him the ball, and it's behind him, so it's not always a quarterback throwing him the ball. But either way, good adjustment to the ball and catching it. Now moving on down the roster, it was observed that Romeo Dobbs had a nice fingertip catch on a 9 route or a go route. He made 2 deep grabs on day 1, and he showed very good hands and able to catch up to passes that looked like they were initially overthrown and hold on to them. And then on another one, he's had a good route running apparently in this mini camp with some good separation on the release, but he did have a drop. There were quite a few drops in mini camp this year. Granted, it was only the 2 days, and it's Matt LaFleur or coaches throwing, so they might not have been good balls as if they were receiving a pass from Aaron Rodgers. So we'll still take that with a grain of salt till Aaron Rodgers comes in and we start seeing more and more game film on him. Then later on in day 2 of the mini camp, Christian Watson did have a good catch on a 7-on-7 over the middle of the field, and so did Dobbs on a 1-on-1. So both of them have been having good mini camps. So here we do have Dobbs on one of the clips that they had for him. Had to slow down to adjust to the ball again, couldn't catch it in stride. As I've been stating multiple times, a lot of the passes are not there in stride, but good hands. Now moving on to another player that has shown a lot of flashes in minicamp is Danny Davis, a wide receiver. Now Danny Davis was an undrafted free agent that we signed on to rookie minicamp. He's actually had a pretty decent minicamp. It was observed that he had an impressive contested catch on a go route against Xavier Kelly. He was also able to beat a guy on another one of the plays on a deep one-on-one, but unfortunately the ball was underthrown. But despite that, he was able to come back to it, adjust to it, and haul it in despite the defensive back apparently being all over him and on his lap. So an impressive play by him. And on day 2, he was able to once again cook Xavier Kelly on a one-on-one with a double move down the left sideline before hauling in a deep ball. So he has had an impressive mini camp, all things considered, especially since he wasn't really a known name. He was undrafted and he was brought in. Now moving on to the defensive side of the ball, there weren't too many observations. A lot of this was offensive oriented looking, but of course we are going to keep an eye on our first 2 first-round draft picks in Devonta Wyatt and Quay Walker. So during the minicamp, Quay Walker did show his speed from going sideline to sideline and stopping a run drill. There is no tackling, so essentially he was there. He probably would have stopped him. Quay Walker not only showed that he could stop the run in the rookie minicamp, he was also able to show his coverage skills. So on a play where Tyler Goodson, how it sounds like it sounds like he came in and stopped, turned around to catch the ball on a short curl route, and Quay Walker read the play, jumped it, and became the receiver and made the pick. Pretty much was a gorgeous coverage by him and undercut the route to get the turnover. Later on, Tyler Goodson also ran a slant on a one-on-one play against Quay Walker, and once again Quay read it, undercut it, and broke it up. He didn't pick this one off, but the fact he was able to instantly read it and break it up shows that he has good instincts and can read the plays so far in limited showing. All right, so here we have Quay Walker doing some individual drills, and as you can see, he has some pretty good lateral quickness. He is quick. All right, and here we go with pretty much the same drill, it looks like, but going the other way. So he's got good lateral quickness going left and right. This is another one of his one-on-one drills. He has got really good hands. I didn't know this till I read a little bit more in. He did play wide receiver in high school, which would make some sense because he catches that ball very naturally. And then here we have Devonta Wyatt doing his drills. Ooh, man. He's got some quickness. It's hard to show flashes on 7-on-7s because, well, you know, you're not there and you can't tackle, so it's hard to see any of his like tackling or any of that, but his quickness is definitely there. That is nice. Here's another clip they had of Devonta Wyatt. God, look at his feet. He is, dude, wow. I'm all just wow. He has got some quick feet. I don't know who that dude is on the left, but he just kind of quit. He's probably not gonna make it. But Devonta Wyatt right there, that is amazing. Lastly, the only thing else that was observed on defense that was a plus for them was that a former Penn State linebacker and undrafted free agent in Ellis Brooks did pick off Max Ortenschlager on a 7-on-7 with a pass over the middle. So good play by him. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no clips of it, so we don't know how bad the pass could have been, but either way, turnover is a turnover, so good job on him. And lastly, on the special team side, we had our coach teaching the returners how to catch with tennis balls. So I guess it's more of like a dodgeball moment there. If you catch with a tennis ball, you catch a football. Makes sense. Smaller target, probably has the same type of form. We've seen other sports do this. Stephen Curry has done it in basketball, is notorious for dribbling with tennis balls. So he's been in the business forever. I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing. I have faith. He's got a good track record. And hopefully our returners cannot muff punts. And of course, with Amari Rodgers, even if Amari Rodgers is back there, if he cannot muff punts, he cannot muff punts. That's a game changer, because I was nervous every time the guy was trying to receive the ball. Even on fair catches, he was just like, please don't drop that. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you see something I didn't see? What do you think of the limited clips they've shown and what we've heard from minicamp? If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.